you ever awaken your mind?
We can't let go of the dream, it's so passionate. I taste success like I'm sipping on a glass of it. The movement's so massive, dig. I'm here to play my part to bring an outlook that's classic, big. Taller than the view that's seen on city landscapes. I write expressions so much at time my hands ache. The plan's weight getting more heavy. Supposed to be the big break, it sound kinda sketchy. I don't know, man, you're losing me here. Take your back to reality, the picture's more clear. Final four dreams, the scenes need more beer. Count all the Jews, there's 12, they all here. The simplest concepts can be so complex. That's why Mike should never hear him speak nonsense. Thought-provoking content, though spoken so prominent, it alarms the mass like a bomb threat. Explosive motives can be dangerous. I guess it really depends on what the angle is. There's only one true way to be saying this. Love is the answer, the universal of all languages.
Oh, no. Oh, don't give up, no, no. In the twilight zone.
So you quote-unquote keeping it real.
You still front
Give the people something that they can feel.
instead of nothing, so don't keep the feel concealed.
Reveal something.
Bringing you good vibrations.
Tell me something. What do y'all get when you take hip-hop with jazz music, fuse it into an abstract movement in one union? My mom's put me on to it. The same a tribe called Q and Gangsta are used to influence hip-hop's fusion. Bit on improvising. Different quotes similar to how jazz musicians syncopate. Music notes, what's the difference in ciphers and jam sessions? Freaking instruments, the same way you think rhyme schemes and expressions. I guess I'm not here to confuse y'all with these sentences. I just feed off the vibe to decompose. Hit me with the vibe, I can't help but get intimate. We're making love to this art, my heart is always into it.
Decompose to give you vibrations. KT you give you vibrations. FUB you give you vibrations. Going out to your hoods and your nation.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this mix is much more about good vibes. And yeah, off the top, whoever caught my last live stream and still stuck around to check out whatever the hell I'm making next. Yeah, I apologize. I was quite livid, and I didn't need to throw it all out on the table. Although I was really trying to make a point in regards to that alchemical fire that I know quite well, actually. And all types of fire. I have a lot of fire in my natal chart. And yeah. There's that fire water as well. And what this mix is about is really cooling off from that burning, painful heat. And yes, it's still going to be very painful going through this process of alchemy. You know, putting yourself through the Athenor in the calcination stage, and then washing it over with water. Going through the deep, raw, open emotions. You know, the energy in motion. And how are we moving like the tides of an ocean? How is your ebb to your flow? Y'all know how that go? It's not just by this lunar wave shit. And also, we got to keep in mind that there is that moon chart for a reason. Although we can call it artificial or just kind of put there. It's not organically in Earth's orbit, and it's there for nefarious reasons. And it is another type of warfare on a multidimensional level against the feminine, but also all like forms of life, it seems, and it probably keeps the Earth's axis tilts to that 23.4 degree whatever, which is not natural as well. There's a true solar north, Thuban, I believe, in the Draco system. And yes, not like the Draconians, like the system of stars, like it's a galaxy in and of itself, in a sense. It doesn't mean like everything in the Draco system is bad or whatever the fuck. And it doesn't even mean that all Draconians are fucking bad either. I'm sure there's some good ones. It's like kind of imagine other extraterrestrials looking at all humans and just labeling us in some compartmentalized thing. They could just flip on fucking YouTube or TikTok or whatever the fuck and see the fucking bullshit circus show and get a silly, quick stereotype or impression where, like, who are these humans? So, kind of, it goes both ways with, what we call aliens, It's such a weird word, but whatever. Could they be our star sisters and brothers from another cosmic mother, right? So, and they have their own sun and stuff. And so it's interesting to consider, like, do they have some type of zodiac system? And, how is their soul blueprint in relation to where they reside in whatever galaxy, star system, whatever. Anyways, I know that's getting way out there, but yeah. So let's be silent and check out some instrumentals because, yeah, this one's gonna be longer than last, maybe even like half an hour more. We got an hour and 44 minutes of beats to. Yeah, you can study them and study with whatever you're trying to do with them, but they'll be also good to meditate on. And it doesn't mean you have to get in that lotus position and all that jazz. It just means you don't even got to close your eyes, but just find that silence within and let the rhythms wash over you like that purified liquid that's going over that calcination process, which is dissolution. So without further ado, I hope you guys are doing well. Honestly, I appreciate you guys checking this out. I know I've been experimenting with a lot of different things and having a lot of different approaches. I've had my patience run out a little bit, and I've had my cathartic moments with y'all. And yeah, I just want to let you know that I'm not ungrateful for the support and all that and the viewership that I've had on this channel. I think in the public section it says I got like 270,000 views in total. I'm way above 300,000 in real life because I've had to have some videos that had like 20,000, 30,000 views taken off my channel because of copyright shit. And it sucks, because I could re-upload them now and shit's different just because moral relativistic changing of whatever regulations that ScrewTube, BooTube, what you want to do tube wants to do. And speaking of moral relativity, I got a cool video I'm gonna drop in a day or two in regards to 50 shades of unsexy fucking retarded psychology and behavior, ideology, and the moral relativity of it all, which is a satanic fucking mind state that they've just fucking slathered over. It kind of seems like the majority of humanity, And if you think satanic has nothing to do with any religious fucking notions there, look into the, was it 7 or 10? The tenets of, the satanic religion. They have their own fucking religion and churches and fucking priests and whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? And what the fuck is new? It ain't cool. They need to alchemize their shit more than a lot of other people. So I'm glad you guys are, willing to check this out and willing to go through this process, because it's not some fucking one-off. It's like, yeah, I've done my alchemy and I've done my shadow work and whatever. It's like, you've done it, but it's like a continuous thing, So, but we got to take it in stride. It's not like every single minute of every day we're going to be doing this shit. But yeah, there's got to be periods throughout every single year where you go into, some deep reflective moments and kind of do some self-assessment, stack up all the good you've done and all the bad you've done, and kind of like that, and weed out, whatever kind of gray areas maybe lingering in between. And that'll be cool to check out the video of the One Great Warrior Roundtable. You can already check it out right now on Chris Jansen's channel, and Evil Podcast, and also Brandon Spencer's channel on Odyssey and Rumble. And he's live streaming right now, like he is 24/7. So yeah, just a quick little shout out to my brothers. And without further ado, time to listen to some tunes. Ciao.
those that know me. For those that know me.
This is for the world.
For those that know me. Indeed, I like the
For the world.
For those that know me. Indeed, I like the
This is for the world.
For those that know me. Indeed, I like the
For the world.
For those that know me. Indeed, I like the
Sometimes I feel like I'm so process is called dissolution. Dissolution is the process of adding the element of water to the ashes of what has been burned up by the fires of calcination. This is an emotional stage where the person takes themselves back into childhood where some of the impurities, repressed feelings were attached and need to be washed away. It's a washing that takes place. After you go through the first stage of burning away, then comes the washing away of the residue. Again, we're working with the elements here, the elements of nature and the prima materia. For without the prima materia, we cannot truly ascend into the inner ascension. So by washing away the residue, the feelings, reactions, opinions, thoughts, belief systems, and attitudes must be examined to the reality of what they are, to find whether they are based upon repressed feelings or present facts. This is a stage of anxiety, fear, denial, illusion, and the possibility of mental breakdown if not understood what is happening. And that is why I am sharing this all with you, so that you know the difference of what is actually happening in the process of your awakening. When a person moves through this stage, they can look at what is real because the feeling of all the negative bullshit is now penetrated past the illusion. And so by embracing that pain and going into a deep weeping process, which I have experienced personally myself, I've wept 100,000 lifetimes, bringing me into the place where I am at the moment. Again, there is no arrival point, and I am not a fully integrated being, not yet. But this is the path that I am walking. I am a keeper of these mysteries. And not only is it my position to guard and protect these principles, but keep them in alignment and original teaching, and bring everything back on the upburst, so that when we go through the process of dissolution, when all of this pain and trauma is being washed away and the tears are falling, you will come to understand that you are moving through, that you are changing, that you are healing, and that you are coming into that higher awareness that you know within yourself. But without embracing it fully, without any fear, you're never going to get past it. And that's why I want people to be encouraged and empowered through the process, so that we know the difference of what's going on in the hour that we are in.
And that's all she wrote. Hope you guys understood the quote, regarding I'm taking every little alchemical process snippet from one of his magnum opuses, and there's so many to choose from on Black Earth Productions. Where's my camera? Oh shit. Hold on. Putain, la merde, mais non, allez, mon ami. Wesh, allez. So yeah, I sound sample things that I constantly or currently listen to. I still listen to Mark Passio, Mandy P. Hall, Seth Exposa. I like a lot of other channels, but they're not really, sound sample worthy, I guess, in reference to certain mixes and the topics that I'm speaking upon and that kind of stuff. I mean, if you want to get into like the esoteric shit, go to that right fucking there. Blue Flame Healing Arts and Occult Science, Temple of the White Dragon, and there's more going on there than people would fucking believe, even below a surface fucking level, I think. And it's sad that people aren't just trying to get initiated, but whatever. Putain, mais il est où mon cendrier? Anyways. So yeah, did you guys like that washing away? And yeah, to finish off with what he was talking about in that quotation on the last song of the instrumental, the weeping. I mean, those are the tears of the dissolution that you experience when you've gone through that calcination. You went through the initial alchemical process of putting yourself through the Athenor and burning up whatever the fuck doesn't serve you, that is fucking false, that is a fucking lie, that things that have conditioned you and all this stuff, right? It needs to get burnt the fuck up, hard fucking core, again and again and again, And it's going to hit you at some point on an emotional level where you almost feel like you're going to fucking die. Almost. And that is that false ego death. And within the death throes of that, just like the draconian motherfuckers and whoever else that is oppressing human consciousness and morality, they're going to be, and have been, it seems, on their death throes. Which is why we're experiencing so much fucking turmoil on so many fucking levels. The geoengineering, the fucking politics on across the geopolitical scale, on the checkerboard Masonic floor of duality. What a bitch ass motherfucking reality. But yeah, I can relate to what he was saying. Like, and I even spoke to him I did his initiation into his mystery school with the follow-up session and with the level 2 Athenor training. And yeah, I told him also, like, part of my awakening process was that severe fucking weeping. I wept. I cried so fucking hard that my body was like shaking. It was like shaking off all of this fuckery in repentance. Of shit that, and behaviors that I fucked up as a youth, Definitely not always, but somewhere down the line, I became a kind of a kleptomaniac. And it sucks because, part of that was going through Europe and taking advantage of some of the naivete or just laxity of security and things like that. But I mean, it's a high trust society, and it's been fucked with so badly, especially in the past like 5 fucking years. And that's why I was so pissed off in the last live stream. I mean, I listened to that last night, and I felt I didn't like how I said things and came off and all that stuff. And I was fucking livid, and I had I wouldn't say I couldn't control myself. I would say I had limited control. I've been working 10-hour shifts at this job, and sometimes like at 5, 4 in the morning, I feel like I'm at my wit's end, and it's like, and all this shit, But I mean, a lot of what I said stands true. Yet, yes, some of the ways I said it could have been better, and the approaches and yada yada, right? At the same time, I was rolling with the theme of just burning bullshit the fuck up hard fucking core. And I got to, I wouldn't say admit, but recognize and realize that a lot of people aren't fucking ready for that shit. There's enough people that are so cowed by someone raising their fucking voice just a little bit, like, oh shit, you can't recognize the fucking context of fucking situations and the nuances and whatever the fuck. It's like, what kind of trauma have you experienced? Listen again to the sound sample I put at the end of the mix, because he talks about that. That's part of the shadow work, It's putting your soul to the blue flame and trying to reclaim that has been targeted to be maimed. Is it? Yeah. Not memed, but that too, to whatever fucking degree. And have you guys kind of thought about how memes aren't always created by truth seekers and all that stuff? I wonder how many intelligence agencies across the map. I didn't want to say globe and trip out the motherfucking people that think Earth is flat, whatever the fuck. You're free to, fucking believe whatever the fuck you want. But believe you me that if you want to be the lie, Eve, it's not a good place to be, because truth is where it's at, and that's what it be. Believing is the antithesis of just motherfucking aligning it to truth and just knowing, gnosis, consciere, consciousness, to know, or science. Take it to the science of fucking life, right? Anyways, fuck, I gotta start doing that in front of the microphone. Sorry for the. Anyways, so I tried to capture the sentimental aspects of the dissolution process of this whole alchemy integration and life path work. It's not easy, but I love these little challenges that I give to myself. Every single fucking project I've put upon myself to do in regards to just convictions and passions that I've had, compassion and observations of, whatever the fuck is going on in the world, within myself, in the cosmos, the whole historicity of it all, and make a bon collage de quelque chose qui ressemble un peu de la vérité au lieu de ce putain de saloperie ou saloperie. Mais oui, mon ami. But yeah, excuse my French and the noise in the background. But yeah, I'm living in France and I work with a bunch of people and have to speak with like 100 people a day at a restaurant. And it's cool, especially when I get paid on the table, like on a daily basis. So back to the mix, right? This idea of this alchemical moment of the dissolution, pouring water onto a charred item or entity, or yourself. Imagine being burnt to a fucking crisp, and then next thing you know, you're submerged in water. There's a lot of deep reflection, and especially when you're. Have you guys ever been injured so bad where you're immobile? You either need a wheelchair or crutches or that kind of shit. Things that have happened to me several times, including even just motherfucking like 3 weeks ago. I'm not gonna show you the scar. I could show you a picture, but it's fucking gory and nasty. But my calf got sliced open because my bike chain fell off when I was about to go downhill. I was changing gears and putting all my motion into that, and on a steep hill, I couldn't even, like, my brakes got jammed up at the same time. It was just some freak fucking accident that had my fucking right calf below there. It didn't fuck things up. I needed stitches and all that stuff, and yeah, it was bad. So what I wanted to say in regards to all that is that when you're in a lot of pain and you're not able to do a lot of things, like I was on my way to fucking work. It was only my 4th fucking day at this place. Luckily, I made a good impression, and 10 days later, I was back at work, still with stitches in my fucking leg and just like battling it out. Fuck, I think excuse me. Yeah, I worked over 10 fucking hours on my feet with, a badass fucking gash healing. And I broke my fucking rib cage a little bit. I probably fractured it. Every time I breathed or spoke or laughed, I mean, forget about fucking sneezing. That would like re-break that shit. It fucking hurt. So in regards to like being in such fucking pain and not able to do much, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna reflect a lot and wonder why that? All right, so in regards to burning away all these falsehoods with calcination, if you've been living so many fucking lies and been under so much fucking bullshit conditioning, that burning effect is going to be so much more painful than someone that has like a lot less conditionings and attachments to bullshit and lies and whatever the fuck. I hope you follow me on that. Because, yeah, it's like, it all depends on the individual, their life experiences, what they fucking been through growing up, their parents, their grandparents, and so on, their lineage, their past lives. How are they fucking trying to alchemize? How are they going deep within their blood? I'm still understanding this myself. I feel like I barely ever fucking figured out what some of these things, but it's like I consider these things and work with them on a daily fucking basis to whatever degree. Sometimes it's like more like full on. Sometimes it's like just thoughts going through my mind, like here and there on a daily basis, hither and thither, wherever you go, and the people that you interact with, and moments that might trigger things from the past or whatever, right? So in this process, when you're submerged in water, yeah, we might feel like we're drowning, even dying, as I mentioned before. And yeah, I felt this fucking like 2 months ago. I've just had a bad run of not being able to have a stable relationship with someone that I'm trying to devote my fucking life to. And it just, so that's why, like, I've had to just pull back on so many different projects on this channel and just go back to my fucking forte in regards to hip hop mixes and all that shit. I like doing these live streams no matter how many fucking people are listening, which is like one at the moment, just so I can let some fucking thoughts and conviction off in regards to, the subject matter, the projects, and things that I'm going through on a daily basis, or, whatever moment in time, right? We're just passing through moments of time within Eternia, right? In regards to a mix that I did, that's the last installment of the hip hop time capsule series, which I ran through the whole middle of it all. And there's I think there's like 10 mixes. 10 mixes with upwards to like 14, 15 hours of going over like the concepts of time and the consciousness that evolves or devolves and can be conditioned or alchemized and all this stuff in between, you know what I mean? And yeah, it was cool to, and I'm still trying to do more of this, of revising all my music mixes so that the song title artist is listed within the video. So no one has to worry about timestamps and all that jazz. And yeah, it's like I could have done that a decade ago, even. But I don't know. I just saw folks doing whatever on YouTube. I didn't see a whole lot of. I mean, I think at the time, timestamps were not even possible, or something like that. Yet, my video editing was, it could have been possible for me to add a little text credit within the video and all that shit. Anyways. So I'm saying these things in regards to the theme of this mix of just recognizing your shortcomings, your errors, things you've done wrong, and that kind of stuff. I know, like, being submerged underwater is harder to see than not, but yeah, there's some kind of irony in regards to how this process of dissolution, yeah, it's like this interesting concept of the water getting poured almost like into the fire, or the burnt items of whatever's been calcinated. So yeah, you have like some fire water for a minute, and that will fucking sting. And so that's why, like, I tried to have a type of progressive music soundscape to this. And it's also why I wanted to make it more eclectic as well, because yeah, we're spanning over even like Eastern, Indian music a little bit. Like, it's DJ Drez with his Jata beat shit, which is fucking off the charts, fucking dope. And the production and passion he put behind these albums, I think there's 3 or even 4 in this series. And yeah, he had other series that's worth checking out, like Plum Mood, which I had that was the last track of this mix. I think that was a Plum Mood Volume 2? No, probably 1. It doesn't matter. Y'all can figure it out. Discogs.com. That's a really, really great website to check out, to, look up any artist, Let's do this right now. DJ Drez. See if I can share the screen. Yes, I can. Yeah, DJ Drez, out from the West Coast, Los Angeles, who's one of my top DJ, favorites. And I got a lot from on the West Coast, but I so respect the East Coast and whatever the fuck in between. There's so many dope ass producers and DJs and folks that get left out of the credit lines, I guess, if you will. If it's just, this fill in the blank rapper's name. You don't have the DJ name to it. That probably, worked on like the majority of the fucking album. Maybe even, mixed it or, you know, did the final production, whatever the fuck of it. Putain, mais oui. I will allow this and. Alright, yeah, so. Putain, allez. Alright, so. Damn, it's like that? What the fuck? I want a disc Ogs. There you go. I didn't even know he had his own website. By the way, I've been living and working on every single project since 2012 on a French keyboard. I think it's Azerty, not QWERTY, if you guys are familiar with that computer jargon on the keyboard. So, DJ Drez, where's the fucking Jota beat shit, man? Putain. Alright, I don't want to waste your guys' time trying to figure out. Mais oui, putain. Ah oui, okay. Yeah. Fuck, you know what? So yeah, Discogs. Fucking awesome website. Sometimes I forget about this guy. This has all my music on it. And nah. Yes. So first one. Plum Mood 3 a.m. He does Plum Mood 4 a.m. and I think 5 a.m. By the way, it's almost. Ah, putain de merde. C'est pas possible, quoi. It's 5:30 in the morning over here. Alright, so yeah, that's interesting. That's weird. Fucking A. Yes, alright. This was the first one I got, I think. Or was it 4 a.m.? Fuck. His Plum Mood series is fucking phenomenal. Like, holy shit. If you want some stuff to meditate to, that's aligned to this type of mix, but much more like subtle and all that stuff and better mixed because he's a real pro high caliber fucking DJ. DJ Drez. Yeah, okay, yeah. Plum Mood 3 a.m. was the first one I got. No, 4 a.m. And then I got 3 a.m. and then I got fucking 2 a.m. I forgot there's a 2 a.m. You know, it's weird because I usually I finish work around midnight since June. And what I noticed is that between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock just kind of it's weird. So I kind of see the 1 to 3 o'clock, especially when I got my meetings with One Great Warriors and other stuff. And I know 3 o'clock in the morning for me out here in France, Western Europe time. It's 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. 9-hour difference. I'm not living in the future, but you know, it's just something that I've been used to. So, anyways, let me know how you guys feel about this mix. How did I fuck it up, or what could be better? Yeah, I noticed some stuff. There's some volume issues and yeah, some transitions that need to be polished and just remade and all that shit. But yeah, it's that extra challenge to like mix up all types of beats and rhythms and stuff, and you know, all these different genres and shit like that. Like that, the boom bap BPM stuff, it like feels like it's like part of my almost, I wouldn't say DNA, but like the way I fucking walk and can talk and all that stuff. But I miss that shit, but I at the same time love all this other stuff from around the world. And yeah, I was happy to just bust out with that shit. Kind of reminds me of I also have another cool instrumental mix that I made over a decade ago. Just that's like 40 minutes long. I'm being silent on purpose, by the way. 'Cause that's how the mind needs to be when really getting into the alchemy. Because, yeah, it's like we have to face the smell of how bad our shit can stink. So we can fucking fix it so it doesn't fucking stink anymore. And we can do better and live a better life. And imagine that on a microcosm, build it up to a macrocosm. So we can actually be greater than anything was ever great again, you know, in the past. It's like, it's such a whack ass fucking mantra. Make anything great again. Even like, you know, fill in the blank, lives matter and this and that. You could take it to vegans, you know, like, cow lives matter, chicken lives matter, and all that shit. And guess what? I'm fucking vegan too. And it's just things get co-opted quick, right? Keep that in mind with the intelligence agencies. Knowing more about your fucking consciousness than you probably do. Unfortunately. But that's part of mind control, right? Motherfucking Gubinari. Anyway, so tomorrow's the 14th of July, which is the French national holiday of the equivalent of the 4th of July. It's, man, the numbers games on that shit is fucking insane. And there's just no way it's just a fucking coincidence. But anyways, 10 days apart, fucking 1776 in America, I forget. Putain de merde, mais c'est quelle date avec ça, putain? Ah putain, je vais pas passer le test de la nationalité française. Je sais pas si je veux une double nationalité. Ça me dérange pas du tout. Je peux encore renouveler mon visa, qui dure 10 ans, mais bon. Bref, I've been talking for a long time. I don't know when to stop sometimes. But, yeah, it's just being live kind of switches things up for me. It makes me feel compelled to say some shit because I don't want to waste people's time. I'm not in it as some fucking limited fucking hangout. Never fucking was. Never fucking got caught up in compromised collaborations or whatever the fuck, you know? I've been in a good amount of groups and all that kind of stuff and had other YouTube channels, which I still do. And I got so much love for the people that I've worked with, but yeah, life can be on some crazy shit. You know, people need to take care of what's going on in their house and their lives and all that stuff. And yeah, a lot of times making videos, it's like there's a lot that needs to be considered, even just with the timing of it. Just the fucking timing, you know? Especially when there's time zone differences and anyways, yeah, as much as I love it, I feel fine just in kind of, I wouldn't say better off, but just for a period of time, I feel yeah. I'm still in that hermit mode and need to be alone and trying to reclaim that throne, which is part of that alchemical process, right? So yeah, I've been going through it. This is kind of why I'm making this music mix series to kind of have things as therapy, which this channel has been huge on. I mean, it was therapeutic for me just, you know, going over music and things like that, just to have cool, constant, or not even constant, but just there for reference of just a lot of hip hop hometown heroes that I grew up listening to and that kind of shit. So yeah, it was always like a return the favor type of approach I had with mixing music from cats like those. And then I'm really happy that there's a lot of folks that are beyond just fucking woke. You know what I mean? And it sucks because that word used to mean like they were awake to something. So they're, woke. They learned something in the past that made them realize some shit that made them awaken. So in the present, you say, oh shit, they woke. They awoken, So it's not something to have a badge of fucking honor. And at the same time, a lot of people who claim that they've been woke, that they've awakened, I feel like they they have not taken the proper follow through and constant, shadow work and alchemization of themselves to not, and also just like the refinement of knowledge intake and the weeding out of things, especially when you come across new information that contradicts some of the other shit that you thought or believed or whatever the fuck. You gotta let that go. We gotta let this shit go. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I'm keeping it nice and mellow. This podcast, this live stream, rather, in contrast to that fire, you know, smooth it out with water, you know, course correct, recognize and realize, imagine, like the being burnt up. Imagine your whole body being burnt up in, like, you got thrown into a fucking big ass fucking oven. That was big enough to fit a human. It doesn't matter. You could have fit a few, right? Um, Imagine the pain it feels. Your body's just like burnt to a crisp, like smoking. And then it's going to get even more smoky when water is applied to that. So, there's just a lot to think about and consider. And yeah, gave ample time of 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 44 seconds. Not like it's got to be done in one sitting, but I got to do that at least. Anyways, I need some water. My voice is getting. That was like 6. And I need to go to bed. I'm working at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's almost 6 in the morning. I'll catch y'all later on the red eye flight, right? Yeah. But yes, I smoked some marijuana with my fucking Euro spliffs. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm causing a little bit of harm to my body. No one else. I have the right to do that. Is it the best thing to do? No. But it's a temporary situation. I don't plan on smoking this shit when I'm fucking like, well, like in a different way, probably, or like a lot more moderately, if you will. But we have the free will choice to do whatever, but nothing comes without consequence. And the more we put, those positive intentions and follow through in action with those positive intentions, ideas, motivations, the better the outcome. The consequence. Feel like people think it's such a dirty word, because hey, you reap what you sow, and like if you ain't sowing some good shit, you're gonna reap some bad, not good, whatever. Kind of like the third track of this mix. They're a cool group. I like them, and it's one of those groups. Some random ass shit happens to me where I'm working in a fucking cafe, bar, restaurant in Paris, and this guy is like, a lot of folks are really fucking cool with me. Like, oh wow, you get, talk to an American, and they bust out the accents and some of the catchphrases, whatever the fuck. Yeah, it can get redundant as fuck. Yeah, I can kind of just get fatigued by it or whatever, not trying to hear it. But other people bring up so much more depth and cool topics of conversation and things to like, they're curious about a lot of shit too. And so I've given them that non-stereotypical spiritual ritual type of shit, even a little franglais, lyrical franglish, it's not the star spangled spanglish, but that's more Spanish than English. Anyways, franglais, like anglais in French means English. So FR anglais, like, so it's like French English, and franglais all day. That's like, just let my motherfucking soul song play for eternity. Mais oui, c'est pas trop difficile when we're keeping it real. And bref, the deal on how people can feel into their wounds and fucking heal that shit like we should, so we don't continue to project all this shit, you know, including myself. I mean, fuck. I don't want to be pissed off all the time. These things need to be alchemized. And yeah, it's like borderline black pill type of shit sometimes, like just diving into even just current events, you know. It's fucking bad enough on a geopolitical first veil of awakening fucking level. And again, going back to people being woke, like, holy shit, people are like halfway there to understanding and piercing the first fucking veil of, you know, that shit. It's like, way to go. Don't rest on your laurels now. There's a long way to go. Like, you're at like 10% of the fucking mountain summit. Like, you ain't no need to pitch a tent right here, right now. I mean, like, yeah, get some rest and all that shit, you know, after a good day's work and all that stuff. But you ain't got to be wasting time with, you know, second and third breakfasts, whatever the fuck, right? So, be like Aragorn and toss some motherfucker an apple, even if it hits him in the head. Even if you don't give warning, it's just I wouldn't call it a non-verbal scorning, but yeah, sometimes we can be kind of grumpy and more hungry in the morning, but anyways, should I just put a fucking pot of coffee on right now? Shit. Just kidding. All right. Yeah, fucking A. The sky's getting light. I will wish you guys a good night, and we'll see what happens. What am I gonna come out with next? Oh yeah, them one Great Work Warriors. This is a great fucking episode, and it's around like 140 minutes. Um, Getting into all the we're slicing through with the good old alchemical Excalibur sword of all this fucking the lack of gray matter in people's brains that facilitates them thinking there's all this gray area of morality and operating from, you know, weird examples of moral dilemmas that are not really the more applicable to especially modern times, but even in back in the day, it's like, so a train full of people is either gonna, you know, run over this one guy who's tied to a track, or this guy who's trying to help this situation can switch the track rail, but it's gonna like make the train derail in a minute because the track isn't finished, or it just leads into a fucking wall, and most people die in you know what I mean? And it's such a like one-dimensional, two-dimensional at best, yeah, analysis. Anyways, I feel like I'm not boring myself, but yeah, I'm starting to say, Derek, you said enough. Let it go. Like you said in the last video, man, just shut the fuck up. I say that shit, and I apply it to myself as well. I kind of meant to say that in the last mix. I was listening and waiting for it, but I don't recall hearing it. But anyways, I mean, like, oh, I said it in the catharsis live stream. That's right. Anyways. Have a good one out there. I'll be back whenever I feel like it or something like that, right? Bonjour, bonsoir, wherever you are, you know, whether you're near or far, you know. Peace. Ah, shit, I forgot to ask.